So what is up, YouTube? Remember, they're fake biceps. Implants. That's how YouTube is. Today's video I want to talk about a couple red flags. I was watching Gio in the Philippines, which I respect dearly. I subscribe to his channel. There was a time where I knew he wasn't being honest, but now he's finally coming out because he's in Thailand, and I get it. When you're over in the Philippines, dude, you're not dealing with fucking alligators, you're dealing with fucking crocodiles. And I'm talking all the way up to you're talking politicians, this, that. It's, look how many condos. I love it when the people come up to you and go, hey, look, we're gonna start this project. You can get a good deal. Oh, fuck you. Wait till the building's done. And then the prices now are not like back when I bought my condo. Shit. Under 40 fucking grand. Now you're talking 120. There's some areas I'm sure you can still find 40 or 50, but Mactan, Newtown, I don't know where they're coming up with these prices. Because you guys already know in 5 or 6 years, there's gonna be no maintenance. They do no maintenance. You pay that association fee, they don't do shit. But anyways, I love this video. I just think that he missed, and what he said is not everything like what my wife did, but, and it's called anxiety syndrome, kind of like, and then controlling. You got to remember, when you meet a Filipina, you're a prize. So they're worried about other Filipinas because they know how other Filipinas are. That's their culture, so they want to lock you in. I had met Dexel online, not in a dating, it was just a Facebook post, something that she posted. I seen the name and it was just one of those nights. And hang in here. Like I said, I'm sure a bunch of you are going through this, and it's a big two red flags. Maybe 3. Like I said, because I'm uncut. I've been sick. I got the flu. And thank you. I'm having a brain fart. I know you watch all my videos. He's from Michigan. I got the zinc. I don't know why I didn't pack my zinc and vitamin C. I got my pre-workout. I think I was low and I didn't feel like going to Costco and getting more. But I'm on high doses of this right now. I think I'll clear it tonight. I'll break another sweat. But it's basically called kind of anxiety syndrome. I was doing some research. I had noticed with Dexel when I first started, we were texting, and I'm like, well, we're texting on Messenger. Let me just hit you up video. Well, she had an old phone. She couldn't take the video. So then I'm like, okay, I probably, maybe 5 days later, I'm like, screw it. I used to donate money to church, and I'm like, how much is a new phone? One that's gonna last. I don't wanna buy you a cheap phone, but nothing, you're not gonna get an Apple or iPhone. I don't even buy iPhones. I'm not into iPhones because you gotta buy all their apps. I'll never own an iPhone. Some of you like iPhones, not me. I got Samsung Galaxy, and I just buy the medium one, $400 one, whatever. It's just a phone. So I sent her some money. I sent her some extra money too because her Facebook page was open for like 9 years or 8 years. So I knew she wasn't a liar. That's how I met contacts back in the day where I used to get good products from overseas. That's another story. I was getting good supplements, if you know what I mean. From Karachi, Pakistan, Oregon, real fucking good stuff for cheap by the caseloads coming to the fucking house. And then my gym was cool. I was dealing with cops, good camaraderie. I was making a little extra money. It is what it is. Supply and demand. So anyways, it started off, when she got the phone, she called me right from Dumaguete. And I got to see her, and I'm like, okay, wow. And you got to remember, video is different. When I was watching her, I knew she was skinny, but I remember when I finally 6 months later go and I see her and how skinny she was, and I was already sending food over. She's a lot bigger now because I used to train her. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? But I knew she worked hard. I built a septic tank, I built a shower, because I wasn't gonna go grab a bucket of water and go wash my ass, but I did. Man, I wish I would have blogged it, a lot more videos, but I didn't know about YouTube. But I think Gio missed a couple things. And I do love how he's getting more honest now because he's in Thailand. Because a lot of guys are afraid. I'm not. I'll speak. I'm the truth. I have nothing to lie. That's why I get some of these guys that keep going, you never worked, you never did that. I just block you. I'm done. I don't need it. I don't care. You want to start talking stupid fucking shit when I work my fucking ass off, I just get rid of you because it's not about the money. And by the way, this is the first month I made over $1,000 on YouTube, and my channel's small. Over $1,000. So thank you. Thank you. Because I donate a lot too. Man, I think I'm clearing this cold. So it was maybe after a week when she got the phone, it was, I come home from work. Well, she knew kind of when I came home from work, so I would get like the little smiley face or the heart. And then like Gio said, because I sent money, so it's love. Not right away with Dexel. But I don't blame her, you know. Fuck, I'm helping her out. And I was a simp, and within a week of talking to her, but I could turn the phone off. So we would talk and say, hey, look, I'm going to sleep. And she was fine with that. But then it got to the point where she just, as soon as I come home, I'd leave my phone on, so I had to get this stand. So I would be sitting there watching TV down in the man cave, and I'm like, and I'm watching, and she's doing her own thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And she's like, oh, that's okay. Like, what, you want me to leave my phone on? It got kind of bad. And then I remember buying an iPad because I don't want to burn my phone up. I'm like, man, this is what she wants to do. But it was kind of ridiculous. But then I felt like, man, maybe she just loves me. Because you gotta remember, it took 6 months before I even got to the Philippines. Then when I get to the Philippines, I'm there for 30 days. I go to leave. Manila had a volcano went off, and I didn't know about extending your visa or anything. So Filipino Airlines just got me a week later because they were going to do Wednesday. I go, well, shit, I might as well stay. If it's Wednesday, it's Sunday, fuck, you got to take the bus back to Tayasa in 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depends. Or sometimes we rent a van or basically like a taxi, a private car. I said, we'll just do it next Sunday. And they did. Which Filipino Airlines is freaking great. A little pricey, but great. And so I spent 5 weeks. And then when I got back to America, COVID hit. And I was locked out for 27 months. It was 2 years. You could not get back in the Philippines. It was 2 freaking years. They opened up for a minute, 3 days, 4 days, and I'm like, and I was gonna book, and then right when I got ready to book, I was watching that Jennifer Terry, boom, they shut it back down. And I just remember looking, I used to watch her every day. Every day. It's the only girl I trusted. And, but anyways, the phone. Like I wake up in the morning, and then it was kind of neat because I could wake up, so I got this iPad, and she would always place it. She's cleaning, or because when I was at work, she was sleeping. So it was kind of cool, but sometimes it got kind of like monotonous because it's like, I don't know. And then it got to the point where we would have windows. I owned my own business. And of course, a lot of these guys, a couple of you guys that were running your mouth, I just blocked your ass. I'm so sick of your fucking ass. Fuck, I own my own business for fucking so many years. Union, put the guys in the union, you can fucking suck a fucking dick, motherfucker. You're nothing but a fucking keyboard warrior. I had enough, you know? Goodbye. Windows come, it's a Friday. They come at 12 o'clock, and it's a small house. So you still got the door wall. We got a machine out there, I got a SkyTrack, and we got the front doors heavy, but you still got quite a few windows. But you got one guy on the machine driving you around, 2 guys on a 2,000 square foot house, you can knock them out in 2 hours. Or at least I can. So you work an hour later, but you're already blowing the phone up. But my point is then you get to the Philippines, then I remember going, hey, I'm gonna, I bought, one point, I think we had, you guys have to ask her, 3 or 4 fucking scooters? I don't even know. I busted one, she sold it. Well, I just broke it so they couldn't drive it. Because I got all the kids driving permits, but they didn't tell me that they had to have a licensed driver to drive them, So they got all these brand new Honda Clicks, ADVs. It seemed like everything was a lie. But then it progressed to, like I said, that anxiety, And she went through, I'll give Dexel, she's a hard worker, very hard fucking worker. There was a lot of great times, but here I am sitting there, I already did my chores, I made the kids breakfast. I do the dishes all the time, I enjoy cooking, it keeps me busy, I gotta do something. The pig stalls, I've cleaned the pig stalls, but she obviously done it way more because there was mosquitoes in there. And I didn't have any long pants. And at that point, I think I was putting some weight on. I was up to 240 pounds, 235 pounds. I don't know, we'll go to Dumagetti and drive around and try to find frickin' pants. And I don't even wear pants, I like sweatpants. I never wore pants. I didn't go out to eat. Maybe back in the day. I cook from scratch. If I'm gonna go out to eat, I'll order a frickin' pizza or something somewhere. It's summertime. Wintertime, yeah, I think I got 1 pair of jeans. But I don't go out to eat. I cook from home. I don't, But it was a video. Constantly always wanting to watch you. And then when I got over there, finally, locked out of the country, I just felt, man, screw it. I'm so sick of the United States because the Democrats are running. It was fucked up. And you guys know it. Any of you guys that are blue collar workers, man, it was fucked up. They're bringing the Mexicans in, not so much for you electricians, plumbers, pipe fitters, but we were all affected. But for carpenters, carpenters, they don't have to be licensed because the builder pulls the permit. See, a plumber, electrician pulls the fucking permits. So Mexicans can't get into that kind of trade because they got to work for somebody for 5 years. And then the owner's got to sign off. And then they got to take a test. So they come in and they do roofing and carpentry. And it just made carpentry residential just fucking take a shithole. They have no control over commercial because I know the owner. I met him back years ago in Detroit Metro. That ain't happening. There's no way. They will hire Mexicans, but they got to be legal. But a lot of these builders, you guys are buying these houses like in Michigan, they're being built by Mexicans and they're built shit. They're being built like shit. So, like I said, I lived it. I've done it for 34 fucking years now. I've seen the changes. Back when I started, every company was union. So you get a good pension, good medical, good high wage. Now you get a decent high wage, but you got no fucking medical and you got no pension. It's easy to go work. People hire, I'll pay you $40 an hour. Pay you 35, I'll pay you 45. But the guy that says he's paying 45 better be doing remodeling and then you gotta ask how long you've been in business. Oh, I just started. Fuck you, you'll be out of business. The guys, you're paying too high, But yeah, that was some of the red flags. Always have to have that freaking video on you. And then it carried over, I couldn't go anywhere. I could never go back to that freaking house now that stupid little simple assault. I had to hire a separate fucking attorney to put a stop because mine was maximum 1 to 30 days in jail, this, that. Because my wife, I could never get a fucking answer out of her. And just how it is in the Philippines. Everything moves like a fucking turtle. It's a fucking turtle pace. It's it's goofy. Would I ever go over and visit the Philippines again? I've said this 1,000 times. Yeah, I can last maybe 10 days. Go visit something new. I did like Negros Oriental. If I had a big bike, I could travel the whole fucking just do the whole circle, stop town to town, because I know that area. I could probably do it in a month, and then I would be done, and it'd be time for me to go home, because I'd have enough. Because there's not a lot of gyms. I gotta stop off. I do like my training. So you have to skip a lot of towns. You gotta hit the towns, it gets hot, humid. But a lot of people. Some of you bloggers, man, you guys can make a lot of freaking money down there. There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women down there. But like I said, they're not alligators, they're crocodiles. Just like the government. You're better off I got a buddy of mine that's same age. We live right down the road from each other. He knows the same people I know. That like this one, like his buddy that just opened up this phenomenal gym. Me and him go way back. The guy's great, Charles, and he brought his wife back. He was gonna go over there and buy a condo. He did 6 trips, and by like the 3rd trip, he's like, what the fuck am I doing over here? So he processed, it took 10.5 months, at the time where people were like, oh, you're not gonna get your Filipino over. He got her over, 10.5 months, he did it himself. She's over. She is in Michigan. I've met her. He comes to the job site, we meet for coffee. And when I get back to the States, he wants to do a video because he had to fly into Manila. He said, oh my God, that airport. And then he was like 8 or 10 hours to get to like where she was at, or they would meet. And then me and him were gonna meet up, and he was in Makati. He was there like for 3 days. I'm in Cebu, Mactan, Newtown. He's so pissed off. He was like, I'm just going home because my wife got approved. She's coming to America. I've had it with this country. And he's a normal dude. So like I said, what works for you might not work for other people. The Philippines, could I ever retire there? No, I'm not a beach guy. And I'm not a city guy. Where I'm at right now is, and I've only seen part of Cambodia, is just great. I can go hit the country roads, good roads, there's no dogs. I mean, there's a couple dogs, but nothing. I mean, you can open it up and do 100 miles an hour as long as you're wearing the gear. Philippines, man, there's so many times, fuck, dogs are just running out of the woods. Guys, I've been in accidents over there. So anyways, that was the 2 red flags. Basically, controlling you, always wanting the video on you as soon as you get home. Watch out for it because it's going to carry over. And if you can, I know a lot of you probably want you thinking, no, I'm going to go retire over there. Fucking grab her and get a passport and come to another fucking country. Get away from the family. I'm telling you. But if she's got kids, that's a different story. So you're kind of stuck. Philippines is a beautiful country, but it's not for everybody. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of trash. Very, very poor. Very, very poor. It is what it is. You'll see. I got normal people. My dad's buddy, my dad's boss, I remember I ran into him. Me and the old man years ago were training before I was getting ready to go to the Philippines. And he goes, oh, I just came from there. He's like, oh my God, it's so poor. It's a shithole. That's all he said. And I'm like thinking, no, I was trying to stand up. I'm trying to remember telling my father, oh no, it's not. And my dad goes, no. Well, he was there a long time ago. Vietnam, Clark Air Base, Angeles City, or Clark, whatever. Hospital's down now, haunted or whatever. But anyways, you guys, like, subscribe. My cold's starting to get better. I think I'll be good. I can do a workout tomorrow. I'm going to go on the keto. I'm going to do no rice. I'm going to do all meat for like 30 days. Get kind of skinny. I don't know. Try something different. Like, subscribe.